Folks, we're back and I'm BKP and we have hit high gear on Thursday morning. I want to thank Carla for coming in. Now, do you like jazz? I love jazz. And Blue Ridge has a jazz festival every year, okay? And Terry Ellis is going to stop by at 9:30, take 3 or 4 minutes at 9:30 this morning. Tell us who is going to be at this year's jazz festival and what's going on and where it's at this year there in Blue Ridge. I love it. We set up a tent last year. I think Sam, there were several. It was about 6 or 7 Fetch Your News, and we had our lawn chairs and a cooler of soft drinks and water, folks. That's it. We had our cooler, and we sit there and we listen to jazz all afternoon, right into the night. So Terry Ellis is going to stop in a minute at 9:30 and tell us about that. Now, where do we go from here? Now, Alice Marie Johnson, you are our next contestant on The Price is Right. No, she's not really, but, you know, I just wanted to make that announcement. You're in prison, and you're about to have lunch, and a loudspeaker goes on and says, inmate number so-and-so, so-and-so, Marie Alice Johnson, please report back to your cell. And then you get back there, you get a phone call from your attorney, and your attorney says, the President of the United States of America said you could go home this afternoon. Now, how would you like me to arrange somebody to pick you up there, Alice Marie Johnson? Because you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Now, we're going to play this. We're going to talk about it. The Dems are furious because, well, if this was just a black lady, Alice Marie Johnson, if this was just a black grandma, Alice Marie Johnson, if this was, now we've all watched Martin Lawrence's movie Big Mama's House, so if this was just Big Mama's House, Alice Marie Johnson, grandma, black grandma, if it was just that, and then you throw in Kanye West last month, and then you throw in Kim Kardashian. And what did Chucky Schumer say? Chucky said, you know, all the homeboys should get a shot. All the sisters and homeboys should get a shot, no matter who they are. See, Chucky did that when he was on there. He said, you know what? Chicka, chicka, chicka. He said, everybody should get the same shot to get out. Not just because Kim Kardashian comes in and whispers in your ear. That's what Chucky said. So the Donald's sitting there and Kim comes in. The rump met the Trump. That's what was on the New York Post. Don't blame me. So Kim Kardashian comes in and says, Mr. President, if you will release Alice Marie Johnson, I will retweet you. And you know he gets all excited about a tweet, right? Boom, that's all it took. So the mainstream cable news networks are all leaving out something. There's something they're leaving out in their broadcast. They're not pushing this one part. Now, we have the Twitter video, all right? And I listened to several other interviews this morning, and I did not hear this part. But can we get the Twitter video now? Just stay with us. Amanda's going to do the best she can, but we want you to hear this. Alice Marie Johnson being released from prison yesterday. Go ahead, Amanda.
All right, so we are going to hear from Dan. You see there Miss Johnson being reunited with her friends and her family. They made that trip to meet her earlier this afternoon. We heard this was going to happen. Took a couple of hours or so for some of the logistics to be worked out, but then she was released just a few minutes ago.
Is that not the video? That's not the video that had "Thank you, Donald John Trump." Okay, I must have had the wrong video, but she actually says, thank you, Donald John Trump. If you could find, is it, okay, all right. You have that?
I'm feeling no handcuffs, nothing on me. I'm free to hug my family. I'm free to live life. I'm free to start over. I cannot This is the greatest day of my life. I cannot, my heart is just bursting with gratitude for what has taken place, what has happened to me today. I heard my name called over the intercom. I had just sat down for lunch, and I had to report back to my unit team. And when I got there, my case manager, Mr. Holler, he was calling. I knew I had an attorney call, but I still didn't know what it was. And when they all came on, then I heard Kim Kardashian's voice, and she was the one who told me that that it had happened, that I was free, that I was going to rejoin my family.
Oh my God.
I've always called her my angel, but then she turned into my war angel, because only war angels never give up. I mean, she has truly been relentless in her fight for me. And to know a woman who has never met me, who has embraced my story and taken me into her heart, not just, and this is not a publicity thing for her. Kim told me when she left that White House meeting that no matter how this turns out, that she will never stop fighting for me until I come home. So
back to me.
Okay,
I don't have the segment where it says, "Thank you, Donald John Trump." I don't have that because I thought I had the right video. But the bottom line is, here's the point, okay? And let's make this Alice Marie Johnson to the president. To President Trump, I'm going to make you proud. Okay, now let me say some things that is going to upset so many. Alice Marie Johnson's life changed Wednesday, and she has U.S. President Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian West to thank. Okay, and I thank them. I thank them. She did. And thank them she did as soon as she left the Alabama prison after 21 years in prison. Okay, she was a first-time. Trump commuted the first time nonviolent drug offender life sentence on Wednesday. Okay, 1 week after Kardashian pleaded her case in the Oval Office in a meeting. First-time nonviolent drug offender, 21 years behind bars, spending life, okay, in prison. Now, there's a couple things here that I have to say that some will not like. First of all, forget the African-American thing right now. She is black. That's my opinion. That's my thought. Those are black people surrounding her. Stay with me now before you get all upset. Now, what I mean by that is Barack Obama was, fitty-fitty. Sorry, that's it. Barack Obama did not experience the inner city black youth life growing up. Barack Obama lived a privileged life with his white grandparents in Hawaii. Barack Obama's dad, although his skin color, he was actually a real African American, is from Kenya, okay? So he did not have the Chicago, Birmingham, Philadelphia, Detroit City, whatever, just didn't have it, okay? Gary, Indiana. Just, he wasn't black, American, whatever. Just wasn't. Mom, white. Now, let me tell you why I'm telling you this, because I don't care who it upsets. And, the Democrats have gone into an angry white man and an angry black man, okay? You got angry black man. Oh, my God, man, she's going to make the president proud. Man, you cannot trust Whitey. You can't trust Whitey. So she's going to make the president proud. Bill Clinton. I can't do my Bill Clinton. I got to throw. Bill Clinton, he went on Arsenio Hall. Bill Clinton's out there right now saying, I thought I was first black president. I thought that was me. Well, you remember I put those sunglasses on, went on Arsenio Hall, played that saxophone. I was the first black president. Forget that Barack Obama guy. It was me. No, Donald Trump may end up being the first black president. I know I just made everybody mad because he is connecting with the low-level information voters. And those people that don't keep up with information. You see, Kim Kardashian tweeted him out yesterday. And what, she got a bazillion Twitter followers? And what do they have? You know, what is the, you know, I just don't want to say too many negative things about Kim Kardashian and friends, right? Kanye West. While these people could be connecting with a side of America that threatens the Democrats. No wonder Democrats are furious over this. They are absolutely furious. Because Alice Marie Johnson, now look at it like this. All right, Kim Kardashian did come to the White House. Maybe Alice Marie Johnson would not have been recognized if it wasn't been for Kim Kardashian. Okay? But this is a person, 21 years, okay, in prison, low-level, nonviolent drug charge, serving a life sentence. So let me see. Black unemployment, lowest level, okay? Black unemployment, lowest level since the recording of the racial unemployment rates in this country, 1970s. So we first started around 78, 73, somewhere around there in the 70s. We started recording the racial unemployment numbers. Okay, lowest since the day we started tracking black unemployment, and falling. That's number one. Number two, you got Kanye out there. Darn. I mean, Democrats are sweating. And then you have Kim Kardashian. Okay? I mean, this is getting worse. I mean, could you see Chuck Schumer in there pulling at his collar? You know? And now, Alice Marie Johnson, a black lady, a grandma, a big mama's house. Don't look at me like that. We've all watched a movie, Martin Lawrence, Big Mama's House. Now this lady, see, they're going home, they're having a block party. Oh yeah, they're having a block party. And they're going to call everybody in the family. They're going to call the country cousins. They're going to call the city cousins. I mean, everybody's going to get the word out. You know, that Trump, he might be all right. He might be all right. That Trump might be all right. Because Donald Trump may come out now and have all nonviolent drug convictions reviewed. Maybe he might have them reviewed. Maybe he does not agree with just black men and women being incarcerated in record numbers. Maybe he does not. See, Barack Obama, it was hard to figure out if he cared about the black community. And the only claim to fame he had in the black community is somebody told him he needed to hand out leaflets on the corner as a community organizer in Chicago, and that would get him recognized to the next level, okay? Just saying. So Alice Marie Johnson is free. The Democrats don't know what to do because this is their voter base. The media does not know what to do. This is their voter base, and they don't want to lose Alice Marie Johnson. This is a big problem for them because she happens to be black. Just saying. And I don't mean Kenyan. She don't need to be, you know, she's not Jamaican, man, okay? She's not Kenyan, not Jamaican, not, you know, she didn't come straight from Africa, all right? You know, coming to America. This is not her. She's been in that prison for 21 years. And all of her friends, Just saying. Just saying. Democrats can't take it. It is messing them up. Period. Now, let me just go over one more thing before I get any further. Pull up now this morning on Morning Joe. I just want to pull this up. Okay. They did the, first of all, 15 minutes of Melania Trump. So put up Mika and Melania, okay? There's Mika and Melania in an interview, and there's, then put up Mika and Melania number 2, all right? Now, we all know about and Mika saying, you know, who did your plastic surgery? So the media has gone absolutely bonkers. We'll use bonkers as a word this morning. The media has gone absolutely bonkers for 2 weeks because since Melania Trump went into the military hospital, all of the conspiracy theorists is that she did not go in there for a minor kidney, and that we have heard accusations from spousal abuse that she couldn't come out in public because Donald beat her up. Oh yeah, that everything's gone out there. We've heard that she moved back to New York and left Donald and is not in Washington D.C. Oh, conspiracy theory, the internet, social media was running wild over this lady. Then yesterday, the president sent out a tweet, and there's rumors that she disappeared for 2 weeks because she went and had a facelift, okay? She had some work done. So this morning, remember when President Trump said Mika showed up at Mar-a-Lago in Florida, New Year's Eve or whatever, and tried to get in. Her face was still bleeding from a facelift. And that just set Joe and Mika off. So this morning, we do know now that we have found Melania Trump, the First Lady, is safe at home in the White House. But Mika and Joe and MSNBC open up with 10 minutes of going crazy over the facelift. Maybe there's a facelift. Melania, Trump, they make an appearance and a facelift. All right? So now that being said, what if everything you've heard for the last 2 weeks, what if the attacks on the First Lady, First Lady of the United States, what if those same attacks were Michelle Obama that you have heard for 2 weeks? CNN has actually done stories on where is Melania Trump. What if that was Michelle Obama? Okay? Just saying. What if we were on here and we were looking for Michelle Obama for 3 weeks, and then we find out she just went on one of those, $4 or $5 million vacations on our tax dollar, that she racked up millions of dollars of vacations while she was in the Oval Office with her husband there, Barack. So, that being said, now, they also were making fun of a military sing-along, all right? Steve Kerr, head coach of the Golden State Warriors, MSNBC played this right out of the box. The President of the United States had a military sing-along. The thing that gets me is this was said on D-Day, calling it a military sing-along. So let me just remind you, the left feel, okay, your national anthem is a sing-along, a military sing-along, and that Donald Trump is going to release it in schools everywhere with the bouncing ball over it, and it's going to be required in kindergarten to learn our military sing-along. It's disgusting, folks. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, I'm going to take a little break, see if our guest is about ready to get here or be here, and then we'll come back. Well, let me do this. Let me do this before we go, okay? Because I'm trying to set this up because I want to have a couple things I go over before the end of the show. What is Rudy Giuliani's job? So put up Rudy and Kim. Okay. Now, yesterday in Tel Aviv, Rudy, what is Rudy's job? Now, there's one side of me that says, because I thought he was the president's attorney and he was supposed to be sticking to Russian collusion. And you probably have State Department, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo calling the president today and say, could Rudy stick to Russian collusion and not say anything that could screw up what we have going on in Singapore? So let's play that 43-second clip of what Rudy said yesterday. Do you have that one? It's like 40 seconds. It's a small clip.
Now, Trump has been able to do that and decouple North Korea from it. Meaning everyone said, well, if you get tough on China on trade, China's not going to help you with North Korea. Well, somehow, North Korea, after he canceled the summit because they insulted the vice president, they insulted his national security advisor, and they also said they were going to go to nuclear war against us. They were going to defeat us in a nuclear war. He said, well, we're not going to have a summit under those circumstances. Well, Kim Jong-un got back on his hands and knees and begged for it, which is exactly the position you want to put him in. That's what has to happen with the Palestinian Authority. They have to be seeking peace. You got to change the dynamic and put the pressure on them.
So Kim Jong-un got back on his knees and begged to put the summit back on the calendar. Now, there was a quick turnaround in Kim's attitude within a week. We read the letter that Donald Trump sent Kim, okay, when he canceled the summit. You see, that's what they can't take, all right? It parallels. Trump heard the insulting of the vice president, insulting the Secretary of State, insulting national security. He heard all these insults. Then he heard Kim Jong-un talk about, hey, nuclear war again, all right? And what did he do? He canceled. Just like the Philadelphia Eagles. The Philadelphia Eagles were trying to make a fool of President Donald Trump. What did he do? He canceled, right? So he canceled, and here Rudy Giuliani is saying that Kim Jong-un begged on his hands and knees. So what is Rudy's actual job? Is he Trump's attack dog out there? What is Rudy doing? What is he over in Tel Aviv, associating the peace deal that we're trying to work out and denuclearizing the Korean Peninsula? Why is he equating that to the Palestinians wanting peace? Okay, I understand, but what is Rudy's job? And what is he doing for the President of the United States? So Rudy Giuliani, there's several articles out there, all right? Rudy Giuliani, they begged for it, okay? Begged for a summit on their hands and knees, Rudy Giuliani said. Rudy told an audience in Tel Aviv on Wednesday that North Korea dictator Kim Jong-un begged President Trump for a meeting on his hands and knees after his initial cancellation. According to the former New York City mayor and latest member of Trump's legal team, the president's decision to cancel the summit was the master stroke. All right, so that's our question this morning. Now, Mika Brzezinski is going to take down Rudy Giuliani and take down the president because of him offending none other than porn star Stormy Daniels, okay? Giuliani takes swipe at Stormy Daniels, adult film star. I don't respect a porn star the way I respect a career woman. Now, just a quick note here. is that not Stormy's career? Does she not call herself a career woman by being a porn star? I'm not for sure. Hey, I'm your host, BKP. When we come back, we're going to play that video because I want you to hear what Rudy said concerning the porn star Stormy Daniels, and now he has pulled the pressure off of Donald Trump, is my opinion, and he pulled it over on him. So is that his job? Let's take a brief break, and when we come back, stay with us. We're going to talk just about 2 or 3 minutes about the upcoming Jazz Fest in Blue Ridge, and then we're going to get back to Rudy Giuliani's comments on Stormy Daniels, and yes, what is going on with James Comey, the Inspector General's report, the Department of Justice, Loretta Lynch, the Anwan brothers. The list goes on. Is it unraveling for the Obama corruption team? We'll see. See, it used to be the Clinton crime family, but now it has to be the Obama corruption team. There you go. Take us to break.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop.